Hey there, I'm Casey. Welcome to my garden in Tampa Zone 10A. In this video, we're going to talk about this plant. This is Spiderwort. I'm going to show you how to grow it. We're going to talk about some medicinal uses and even make a honey ferment. Check it out. So here's our Spiderwort. It's been in this pot for several years now, and the bees love it. You can see there's bees all over it already in the morning. Spiderwort thrives in partial shade, but it can handle full sun if it's not too harsh. Its soil is pretty flexible. It prefers moist, well-draining soil, but it can tolerate sandy or loamy types. It likes regular watering, especially when it's getting established. Once mature, it's fairly drought tolerant and looks better with some moisture. It loves the warmth, but can survive light frosts. In colder zone, it might die back in winter and return in the spring. And it's very low maintenance. You can shear it back after flowering to encourage new growth and even a second bloom. So it's early in the morning, it's about 8 o'clock I think, and it's best to harvest the flowers for the honey ferment whenever they freshly open. So in about afternoon, whenever it starts to get really hot, they'll start to close and it's not that good to get them then. So we're gonna go ahead and harvest some of our flowers now. Spiderwort has some traditional medicine uses. For example, it can be used as an anti-inflammatory. You can use its crushed leaves or stems on insect bites, stings, or minor wounds to help reduce swelling and soothe irritation. It can also be used as a digestive aid. A tea made from the plant is sometimes used to ease stomach aches and digestive problems. It can also be used as a respiratory support. Infusions of the leaves are traditionally sipped to help coughs and colds. It can be also used as a mild antimicrobial. The mucilaginous sap from the stem can be applied to cuts and scrapes to help protect against infection. So this is all I got so far. The recipe I saw you want to have about 2 cups. So I'm just going to put this in the fridge and harvest some tomorrow. You can see though that the way that the flower clusters come, they open up new flowers every day. So some will come tomorrow and some are already flowered and gone to seed. So we'll be back tomorrow to harvest some more flowers. This stuff just grows out on the sidewalks. Here's another patch. There's a whole bunch in their yard. We are hiking in Tampa and you can even find spiderwort off the trails. So this is what we're going to use for the honey ferment. So this was the flowers that we were able to collect yesterday in the garden, and there's like nothing, so we went out to a park and we foraged some flowers today. So you need about 2 cups of flowers. We're also going to use some local honey. This is Queen of the Castle honey. It's a local honey. We're going to use about 3 tablespoons of it. And then we're just going to put enough water in to cover it, or to go to the top with some headspace. So we're just going to cover it and we're going to put it on the counter for a few days. We'll shake it throughout and I'll show you what happens. When you ferment a plant like spiderwort with honey, a few cool things can happen. It's been a few hours. The honey pulls out and preserves water-soluble compounds from the spiderwort, like its mild anti-inflammatory and soothing properties. Fermentation can make some of these compounds a little easier for your body to absorb. So it's the next day in the morning. All of this stuff in the bottom will get filtered out. If you do it right, natural fermentation encourages wild yeast and beneficial bacteria, so your honey ferment could develop some light probiotic qualities good for your gut health. Dark purple. Honey naturally preserves the plant material while mellowing out the, quote, green flavor of the spiderwort.
So next evening...
Fermented honeys are typically mild and slower acting than teas or tinctures. They're more about everyday wellness, think immune support, digestive soothing, and minor wound care, rather than super strong treatment. So it's been one day, probably like a day and 5 hours. And it's starting to fizz, and the cap no longer has that pop back. So you want to make sure that you burp your jar because it's fermenting, so it's producing a gas. So you just want to remove the lid. I burped this a few hours ago. So you can hear. So now there's more room, and then I'll burp it probably again before we go to bed. Alright, so this has been fermenting for 2 days, and it needs to be burped again. On the website that I pulled this recipe from, it said that you wanted to just start drinking it whenever it starts to make this bubbles. But I'm allowing it to go like another day. It said to wait like 3 to 5 days to let it ferment. Of course, if your house is warmer, it'll ferment a lot faster than if it's cooler. There are also fermentation lids that you could have used that allow the gas to escape, but I didn't want to use that for this video. But yeah, it's been 2 days. Let's go ahead and just give it a try. You can definitely smell the honey. The longer that you allow it to ferment, the more sour that it's gonna get. See, it's very opaque and very purple. It just tastes like honey water. You can get the ferment a little bit, just a little bit like an alcohol fermenty taste. But yeah, it just tastes like kind of honey. I think I'm allowed to go for 1 more day, and I'll try it again tomorrow. Want to let it go as long as you can to get all that good bacteria. Alright, we'll check back tomorrow. So this is day 4, the morning of day 4 for our Spiderwort soda, and it's still producing a little bit of gas. I burped it last night, and we're just going to give it a try and see if it's still fermenting. Still smells like honey. Oh, it's starting to get sour. I think it's ready. It still has a hint of the honey, but it's starting to get a little bit sour, so you get like kind of some lemon notes. It doesn't taste green. So next I'm just going to take this inside and strain it and keep it in the fridge and drink it whenever I want it for the next few days. Are you doing anything with Spiderwort in your garden? Is this something that you would try? Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.